Welcome back, everybody, for another deep dive. This time, we're going all the way back to 1930s India.
Oh, wow.
During the struggle for independence from British rule, we've got these two huge figures at the heart of it all.
Yeah.
Mahatma Gandhi,
Right.
champion of nonviolence, and Bhagat Singh,
Yeah.
the revolutionary.
Talk about a clash of ideology.
Yeah, a total clash.
It's a fascinating time.
Like, how did these two guys even exist
I know, right?
in the same movement?
So much tension and and choices.
Yeah.
What we're looking at.
And why they were so important.
Mahatma Gandhi,
Yeah.
as you probably know, was like
Yeah.
the leading figure of the movement.
Okay.
Satyagraha. Revolutionary at the time.
Totally.
Fighting injustice through peaceful means.
Mm-hmm.
Protests and civil disobedience.
Okay, so the whole, like,
Yeah.
turning the other cheek.
Turning the other cheek.
But, like,
On a big scale.
huge scale.
Mobilizing millions
Yeah.
without violence.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And then you have Bhagat Singh.
Bhagat Singh.
This guy, the voice of a younger generation.
Yeah, more radical generation
Right.
who was like, I don't think so.
To pacifism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Armed resistance.
Okay.
The only way
Right.
for real freedom
Okay.
involved in revolutionary organizations.
Wow. So
And even acts of violence
Okay.
against the British government.
So these guys are like totally opposite.
Total opposites.
How did that even work?
A lot of tension.
I bet.
Even within the movement.
Yeah.
And it came to a head when
Okay.
Bhagat Singh was arrested
Oh, wow.
and sentenced to death
For what?
for his part in the
Huh?
bombing
Oh, my God.
of the Central Legislative Assembly.
In Delhi.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
This was a turning point.
Big time.
It put Gandhi in a tough spot.
Totally. Yeah, because this is the guy preaching nonviolence.
Yeah.
And now he's got to save.
He's got to figure out how to save
Yeah. This guy
this guy.
who used violence.
It's a complex question.
I bet.
While Gandhi could never condone violence,
Of course not.
he also recognized
Right.
Bhagat Singh's patriotism
Okay.
and the huge amount of support
Yeah.
he had.
Especially among young people.
The youth, yeah.
Yeah. So he's got to be,
He's walking a tightrope.
careful
Yeah.
with this one.
Totally.
Upholding his principles. But also trying to
navigate this
Yeah.
this political landscape.
And all this is going on as India is on the verge of
Yes.
maybe changing its relationships.
Changing its relationship
Last relationship.
with Britain. With
Yeah.
Britain, exactly.
Wow.
The Gandhi-Irwin Pact
Cool.
negotiations were happening.
Right.
And this agreement
Yeah.
could have
Right.
really changed things.
Okay. So Gandhi's trying
You
to
just juggle a lot.
so many things.
Yeah, like high-stakes situation.
High stakes.
Okay, let's look at
What
what Gandhi actually did
Yeah.
to try to save
What did he do?
Bhagat Singh.
Did he wait till the last minute?
Yeah.
Or was he working behind the scenes based on the article?
Okay.
He started earlier than most people think.
Really?
In 1930,
Wow.
he wrote to the viceroy
Okay.
criticizing the special tribunal that was set up to try
Right.
the revolutionary
So he was concerned
Yeah.
about the fairness
right from the start.
from the get-go.
Wow, okay.
And then in 1931,
Okay.
he spoke out against hanging,
Okay.
the sentence to death,
Yeah.
and he specifically said that Bhagat Singh
Oh, wow.
was a brave man.
Interesting. So he's making it known
He's making it known.
that he's not
Yes.
okay with
that
this.
I'm okay with.
But at the same time,
Yeah.
he's in these
Right.
huge negotiations.
He's in the middle of these negotiations.
What role did Bhagat Singh's case
Oh, good question.
play in those?
In the Gandhi-Irwin Pact discussions,
Mm-hmm.
Gandhi brought up
Okay.
Bhagat Singh's case
Okay.
and asked for a postponement,
Oh, so not a
not a commutation.
full pardon,
Right.
just a delay.
Just a delay.
Okay, why not just
Right.
go for the full pardon?
There are a few things.
Right.
Legally,
Yeah.
the chance of commutation after the Privy Council's decision
Okay.
was basically zero.
Oh, wow. Long shot.
Okay.
Legally speaking,
But wouldn't a postponement just drag things out?
there were definitely political calculations.
Okay.
Amit Kumar Gupta,
Who's that?
a scholar who's studied this,
Okay.
says that this postponement request
Mhm.
was tactical to buy time
So he could.
and maybe use it as leverage
Okay.
in the bigger negotiations.
So he was thinking ahead.
Yeah, he's playing chess.
Wow. That's not checkers.
Yeah, really smart.
Yeah.
Any other strategies?
Here's where it gets interesting.
Okay.
The article talks about Asaf Ali,
Okay.
member of the Indian National Congress,
Okay.
Gandhi gave him a secret mission.
What? A secret mission?
To meet...
That's so cool.
With Bhagat Singh and his comrades.
In prison?
In prison.
Yeah. Wow. What was he?
The idea was to convince them to give up violence.
Oh, wow.
Publicly.
Okay.
This could then be used as a bargaining chip,
they could
potentially get release.
Okay.
Appealing to their patriotism.
Yeah.
Offering them a chance to contribute.
Wow. Did it work?
Unfortunately, no.
Oh.
Asaf Ali couldn't even get a meeting.
Really?
They wouldn't budge.
So they wouldn't...
On their beliefs.
Even to save their own lives.
Even if it meant their lives.
Okay, so...
So the mission failed.
Yeah. Time's running out.
Yeah.
Execution date's coming.
Yeah.
Secret mission failed.
Sure.
What's going on with Gandhi?
He's under pressure from everywhere.
Uh-huh.
The Indian public, they want Bhagat Singh release. And then you have British officials, especially in Punjab. Yeah. They're totally against any leniency.
The article mentions...
Oh, yeah, British official.
They threatened to resign.
Yeah.
If he was commuted.
Wow.
Mass resignation.
Like the tens.
High stakes. So Gandhi's caught in the middle.
He's stuck between a rock and a hard place.
And the British are just...
The British establishment determined to make an example...
Of Bhagat Singh.
Of Bhagat Singh. Yeah. To stop any violent rebellion.
Okay, so Gandhi's...
So much pressure.
Under so much pressure.
Yeah.
What does he do?
What does he do?
In the final push.
Right up to the end.
Wow.
He kept trying days before the execution.
Okay.
He met with the viceroy.
Okay.
Multiple times.
Wow.
Appealing to his conscience. Trying to reason with him.
Okay.
About the fallout.
Yeah.
Of hanging Bhagat Singh.
Of this, Okay.
He even delayed his trip.
Really?
To the Karachi Congress.
Wow. So that he would have more time?
To talk
about Bhagat Singh?
Bhagat Singh?
That's dedication.
It shows how much he cared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He really
tried.
Tried every avenue.
Every avenue.
Did it work?
It's hard to say.
Okay.
But the article says he wrote a letter
to the viceroy,
to Lord Irwin, the morning of the execution.
Yeah.
Pleading for clemency.
Okay.
He talked about public opinion.
Yeah.
The possibility of a mistake. He even appealed to Irwin's Christian faith.
Wow.
He really tried everything.
Yeah, he did everything he could.
Everything he could.
But it wasn't enough.
It wasn't enough.
Yeah.
Bhagat Singh,
yeah,
Sukhdev, and Rajguru were hanged.
That evening. Wow.
That's
devastating.
Yeah, heartbreaking.
For Gandhi, for the whole nation.
Yeah.
And it left behind so many questions that we're still asking today.
It's incredible to think that...
It's incredible.
Even after this, there's a question about Bhagat Singh himself.
Would he have even wanted to be saved?
That makes it...
I know, right?
Even more complicated.
It really does.
The article talks about
his commitment.
His unwavering commitment to martyrdom.
Right.
He and his comrades wrote a mercy petition.
Wow.
Asking to be shot.
As war prisoners.
As war prisoners. Yeah. Instead of
being hanged.
Wow. So they were.
It's like they were
choosing this path.
Rejecting compromise.
So it was Gandhi's failure.
It makes you wonder, was it really a failure?
Yeah.
Or was Bhagat Singh's fate sealed by his own convictions?
Wow.
It's a tough question.
Yeah,
we don't have
answers?
Clear answers.
Yeah, it's all these tangled
threads.
Choices.
Politics. Two different visions.
Yeah, two very different visions.
For India's future.
Yeah.
Wow, we've just scratched the surface.
It just started.
When we come back, let's look at what happened after.
Yeah, the aftermath.
The executions.
Yeah, and dive deeper.
And really see if...
into those perspectives.
Gandhi could have.
Could he have done more?
Done more.
Yeah.
Okay, this is going to be good.
It's going to be good.
Okay, we're back. And I got to say...
Yeah.
Even with all this historical stuff, it's still so...
It is complex.
So complex.
This whole situation with Gandhi and Bhagat Singh.
Yeah, and the execution.
It's easy to look back now.
I know.
And judge.
It's easy to judge.
But we gotta remember.
The
pressure.
The pressure.
Everyone was under... We've talked about the pressure from the Indian public.
Yeah.
But the article also shows
it does.
How divided the British were.
Oh, yeah, within their own ranks.
On this.
Yeah, it wasn't just India versus Britain.
Right, it was more complicated.
More nuanced.
Way more nuanced.
You mentioned those intelligence reports.
Yeah.
They don't paint a pretty picture
They don't.
of how British officials felt
They don't.
about Bhagat Singh.
No, they really show how officials in Punjab, where it all happened,
Right, where it all went down.
saw his execution as a
Yeah.
much-needed tonic
Wow.
for the unrest.
That's kind of scary.
It is a chilling reminder
Yeah.
that they wanted control through force.
By any means necessary.
Even while negotiating with Gandhi
for peace.
for a peaceful transition.
Wow. Okay, so even within the British Raj, you had these hardliners
who were not interested in compromise.
So that must have made Gandhi's job
Oh, absolutely.
even harder.
It made it so much harder.
The Viceroy, Lord Irwin.
Lord Irwin.
He was stuck.
He was caught in the middle.
Yeah, between trying to balance everything,
Yeah.
peace with Gandhi, but also the pressure
From his own people?
from his own administration.
Wow.
Especially in Punjab,
Yeah.
where they were dealing with
The consequences.
the aftermath.
Of Bhagat Singh's actions.
It seems like Irwin himself
He was torn.
was really torn.
Yeah.
The article says he knew
He knew the consequences
of
hanging someone like Bhagat Singh.
Yeah.
But he gave in
To the pressure.
to the pressure,
From his own people.
It's like that colonial mindset, you know?
Yeah.
Even those who were sympathetic
To
and
India.
were still operating that system
That didn't want
resisted change. Yeah.
Knowing all this about the pressure on Gandhi.
Yeah, from all sides.
Is it any way?
It's the question.
Yeah.
Historians still debate.
Could he have done more?
Saved him.
Caved him.
Some say if he pushed harder
Okay.
or used different tactics, there might have been a chance.
Okay.
But others say
Yeah.
Bhagat Singh's fate was sealed.
From the start.
Yeah, from the very beginning.
Bhagat Singh's refusal
Right.
to seek mercy,
Yeah.
as the article
It really complicates things.
complicated things for Gandhi.
For Gandhi, yeah.
This insistence on being war prisoners.
War prisoners.
They wanted to be shot,
They wanted to be shot.
not hanged.
Not hanged.
It's almost like
It's like they were
choosing.
choosing martyrdom.
So we look at it
Yeah.
as Gandhi's failure.
Right.
But what if
What if
Bhagat Singh
they saw it,
as a
he
victory?
saw it as a victory?
Ramrad saw it.
Their execution.
A final act of defiance
Wow.
against the British.
That's a whole different
How we look at it.
way to look at it.
Right.
It challenges what it means
What it means.
to be saved.
To be saved.
Who really has
That's a
that
power.
Who has the power?
It makes you think about
It doesn't
their motivations,
their motivations,
the power of
their beliefs,
and their desire.
and just the human desire for agency,
Yeah.
even when the odds
Yeah,
are
well,
stacked against you.
Everything's against them.
Yeah.
Wow, we've talked about
I've covered a lot of
Gandhi's efforts,
Yeah.
the British response,
Mhm.
this whole perspective from Bhagat Singh
And his comrades.
and his comrades.
Yeah.
It's like this
It's like a puzzle.
historical puzzle
Mhm.
where every piece
Adds another layer
adds another layer
of intrigue
of intrigue.
and ambiguity.
Yeah. Where does that leave us?
What are the takeaways?
Yeah, what do we
What have we learned?
learn from all of this?
Well, I think the first takeaway is Gandhi really was trying to save Bhagat Singh.
Okay.
The article shows his efforts behind the scenes,
Okay.
his public statements,
Yeah.
his appeals to the viceroy.
Yeah.
It all points to
Yeah.
a real desire.
To find a solution.
Yeah, to save this guy.
So he wasn't
He wasn't
just doing the bare minimum.
going through the motions.
Yeah, he was really
trying to make it happen.
to make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the second thing
Yeah.
is we can't look at this
Yeah.
just by itself.
In isolation.
In isolation.
Okay.
Gandhi was dealing with
So much
pressure.
Yeah.
Political and social.
He was leading India towards independence
Right.
or being nonviolent
Yeah.
and facing resistance
From both sides.
from everywhere.
Yeah.
It was almost impossible.
Trying to balance
He's
everything.
trying to balance everything.
His ideals.
His ideals,
Yeah.
the reality of colonialism and
Yeah.
a nation
About to change.
on the verge of change.
Yeah, wow.
It was a lot.
Okay, and finally,
Holy.
this deep dive
Oh.
shows how powerful a choice can be.
You have individual choice.
The Bhagat Singh's.
Yeah. His commitment to
Yeah.
his ideals.
Even though it
Even facing death
meant his death.
makes us ask about heroism.
What does it mean to be a hero?
What is freedom?
Wow.
It makes you think
It does make you think.
about your own beliefs and
Yeah.
what you would
Yes.
sacrifice for them.
Yeah.
Sometimes the biggest act of defiance It's just staying true to your convictions.
To what you believe.
Yeah, no matter what.
No matter the cost.
No matter the cost.
Okay, so we've looked at all this. We're back to that question.
That question from the article.
Did Gandhi do enough?
Did he do enough?
It's still being debated.
Still debated.
In India.
In India.
And among historians.
And by historians.
And there's no easy answer.
Easy answer.
It shows how
complex history
is.
And how many ways.
And how many different to see it.
To see the past. Yeah. What's important is that we
engage. Engage with these
questions.
Try to understand them. All the different perspectives.
Because then we understand.
Not just the past.
But also the present and the challenges we face.
We face today.
Okay, before we wrap this up,
I
want to go back to that line from the Mercy Petition.
A Mercy Petition.
The Mercy Petition.
Call Bhagat Singh.
Yeah.
And his comrades wrote.
They said, according to your court,
okay,
we waged war,
okay,
and we are war prisoners,
okay,
and we want to be treated as such. We want to be shot,
okay,
not hanged.
Wow.
That's powerful.
They're basically saying...
They're saying we're not criminals.
We're soldiers.
We're soldiers.
They're reframing their execution as a victory.
Yeah. As a victory.
A soldier's death.
A soldier's death.
Not a punishment.
Not a punishment.
They're taking control.
They're taking back control.
Of the narrative.
Even within a
system.
Designed to control them.
Designed to oppress them.
They find a way. To assert their agency.
You have agency.
And shape their own story.
Mm-hmm. This has been...
It's been eye-opening.
It's made me question everything I thought.
It makes you think.
I knew about this period.
About this period.
About Gandhi.
About
sacrifice. And resistance. It's raised more questions. Than answers.
Which is probably a good thing. It makes you think.
It makes you think.
Yeah.
The beauty of history is that it's not just facts and dates.
Right. It's engaging.
Engaging with the past. In a way.
And in a way that makes us think.
Critically.
About the world.
Today.
Okay, when we come back.
Okay.
The final part.
Let's
bring it all together.
How did these events...
How did they...
And the choices...
they made...
That Gandhi
and Bhagat Singh...
made shape how we understand.
Safer understanding of...
Not violence.
Revolution.
And sacrifice.
And his fight for freedom. Yeah.
It's a lot to think about.
We're
back, and this is... The final part of our deep dive into this incredible story.
Gandhi and Bhagat Singh.
Yeah, Gandhi, Bhagat Singh.
It's been a journey.
Inspiring and moving. See those clashes of ideologies. Yeah, the expectations.
Yeah, all those expectations.
The sacrifices
people made.
Yeah, just for
something bigger than themselves.
Yeah, a bigger cause.
Yeah, it really shows how complex history is.
Yeah, it's
not... And the different perspectives.
Black and white.
No, not at all.
It's all gray.
So many shades of gray.
Yeah. And now we're at the end.
Yeah.
And we have this question.
That lingers.
Yeah. What can we learn? From this story?
That's relevant to us.
Yeah, that we could apply.
To our own lives.
Today.
Exactly.
It's been a real eye-opener.
It has.
And it makes you think. About the choices we make. When we fight for...
Yeah. When we fight for what we believe in. Are there lessons?
Yeah.
From both Gandhi and Bhagat Singh.
Lessons we can learn.
That we can use today.
For today's problems.
I think so.
Okay, what are they?
I think one of the biggest things, especially now.
Yeah.
When everything's so divided.
Politically, socially.
Yeah, politically and socially.
Yeah, everyone.
Understanding different perspectives.
Yeah.
Gandhi and Bhagat Singh. They both wanted...
They wanted the same thing.
A free India.
Yeah.
But their ways of getting there...
We're so different.
So it's
not about saying one way.
One way is right.
And
the other is wrong. It's about realizing...
Yeah.
There are many paths.
To the same goal. Yeah. And
that's important today.
Yeah.
When we're so polarized.
It's easy to just dismiss people.
Dismiss people.
Who think differently.
Who don't agree with us.
But history shows us.
History shows us
that to make progress,
We need to find
You need to find
common ground.
even if we disagree.
Even if we disagree.
And listen to those who see things differently.
That's what Gandhi did.
Yeah.
He did.
He talked to
Everyone?
the radicals.
The radicals.
Yeah,
he was trying to bridge those gaps.
Yeah, bridge those gaps.
To find a way forward.
Yeah.
It worked for everyone.
He was good at
He was a master
that gray area.
of the gray areas.
Yeah, and that's
what we need today. Because change doesn't come from absolutes.
It comes from
dialogue.
Some compromise. Some seeing
the humanity in everyone.
Everyone.
Yeah, even those
who disagree with us.
Who we disagree with.
For both Gandhi and Bhagat Singh,
they both
taught us something.
Teach us something.
Even though
they
were so different. Gandhi's nonviolence.
His commitment to nonviolence.
His talking.
The dialogue.
Yeah. Shows us how powerful it is.
It shows us the power.
To find common ground.
Of finding common ground.
And Bhagat Singh. Even though he died.
His unwavering belief.
Yeah.
Shows us
that we have to.
Fight. For what we believe in.
Yeah, even when. It seems impossible.
So
it's about
that balance.
Finding that balance.
Yeah.
Between sticking to
your principles. But also being open.
And being open.
To other views.
That's what we need. As people.
As individuals.
As a society.
And as a society.
This has been a
journey.
Journey of discovery. It's changed how I think.
It makes you question things.
About this time.
Yeah.
About these people.
And it makes you appreciate.
And it's made me appreciate.
The complexities.
Of
everything.
Of upheaval.
Social and political.
Yeah. Social and political.
Upheaval.
I couldn't agree more.
It reminds us.
That
history.
Not just facts and figures.
Not just dates, but it's human stories.
The
good.
Triumphs. And the bad.
The tragedies.
Choices.
We make.
Choices and consequences.
Yeah. And for our listener.
Yeah, for you listening.
I hope it's
sparked
your curiosity.
To learn more.
Is there more?
About
Gandhi.
Bhagat Singh.
And India's fight.
For freedom.
It's a story that
still matters today.
Still resonates.
It shows us
the power.
The power of
individuals.
How complex
political changes.
Politics is.
Yeah. And
that human spirit.
That
makes us.
That drives us.
Fight for better.
To fight for a better world.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for listening.